Well, this looks like it. Okay. This looks like this. This looks like this. I'm curvycom. I'm a lamer, and I suck. That seems to be my standard introduction. I don't know if it's what I should do, but it's kind of like the truth, really. I don't know. It has to do with the old days of the internet and how something I perceived, I guess, was the whole kind of like the whole purpose of the internet was just everyone calling everyone else lame and telling them that they sucked. So I'm just going with that. So we're working on World of Warcraft here. I don't know. I'm thinking about stuff, so I kind of look at all this cool stuff here in each one of these booths. Look at all this stuff. Now I have all this weird glowy. I have some kind of glowy plant. Here we are with our glowy plant and our glowy little light stand thing and other stuff around here. And here's our other little weird granite technology thing here. Got all of our night elf stuff, and there's like a wisp circling around a thing, and then there's candles floating in the water. It's very romantic here, night elves, and they have some kind of weird moonwell looking thing with some kind of lensy effecty thingy going on here. And look at this. And here's the humans, and they just have some we got some swords and stuff sitting on some tables, and knife and weird thing with some swordy thing with shards and armor, and maps and some weapon racks, and what we got. And then here's the dwarves, and we got the beer. We've got the beer and some guns. What could go better together? Got some beer and we've got guns. Here, dude, hold my beer. I'm going to go shoot my gun. Here. That's what dwarves are all about. So, and hammers. Hammers. Definitely hammers. Dwarves are in hammers. And then here's like the gnomes, and we're like, hey, we're the gnomes. We're just standing up here on a, you're a tall one, and I'm standing up here, and there's a control panel, and does this say anything? It says something in gnomish, I guess. And here's like a little bench from the underground, from the tram, from the Stormwind tram, goes to Ironforge. And then we have an airplane and a bucket of parts and tools and stuff, and got some lights on. We're all about the airplanes stuff. We're all about the technology, us know. Then you have the Silver Covenant here, and we're very haughty, and we have very comfortable chairs. And that's what we're all about. We're about the comfortable chairs. We're very attractive people, and we have comfortable chairs. And don't you have to have? You're haughty and attractive. You got to have comfortable chairs, no question of it. So there they are. They're all here. I've just been hearthing here, but I don't have I don't have like a reason to be here right now. So I've been questing in Sholazar Basin because I don't want to do Icecrown because it's depressing. So I don't want to do too much Icecrown. I'm just doing the only thing I'm doing in Icecrown is the only thing I'm doing in Icecrown is dailies. And I would say that in Icecrown, these are my favorite dailies. These are daily quests. For those of you who don't know, I suppose, daily quests or quests, they're like little activities that can be done once a day. A quest is an activity like someone has an exclamation point over their head, and that means you go talk to them and they say, bring me 10 bare feet, or go and kill all these bad guys and then bring me back there or something, or just kill them and tell me how many you've killed and whatever, or that's the kind of thing. So there's really nothing going on here. I've done everything in here for the day anyway, so basically I'm just going to talk to the Hippogriff Master, who is also very haughty and looks like a blood elf? Yeah, a blood elf, very serious. Our enemies will fall kind of guy. And we're going to go to Sholazar because why not? You know, so I'm just going to see. Either way, if I go to the middle or the Nessingwary camp, I'll go to the Nessingwary camp. What the hey? And I'm just going to fly there. Now that I've done some quests, though, I've got 33 champion seals. So that's pretty good. You know, there's actually a couple of one-time only quests that give you some extra champion seals. And champion seals are the things you use to buy stuff in this blue-gray tent, this gray tent right here. There's a vendor in there that sells things that, you know, like there's a tabard you can get that costs 50 of these seals, and it will transport you to the Argent tournament ground. So that means you can have that, and then you can also set your Hearthstone to some other location. And you know, most games like this will have some kind of quick transportation method, like you know, some kind of teleportation system. Some games have, like, you know, what's called a town portal, and it'll take you to whatever town is closest. World of Warcraft, they have a Hearthstone, and it's so you set it to any inn location. Wherever there's an innkeeper, you can make it go. You can make it transport you there every half an hour. Back in the vanilla game, it used to be an hour. That's long, but that was it. Hearthstone, 1 hour. And then they changed it at some point. I think in Wrath of the Lich King, they changed it to 1 hour. And then when they added inscription too, so the shaman had some ability to use like an ability that's like a Hearthstone, so they could do the same thing but every 15 minutes. And if you've ever seen WoW Krendor's video Shaman WoW, that's what it's all about. Anyway, you know, there are these streamers that I really, they're streamers and YouTubers, and I really admire them. I think they've brought me great joy watching them, and you know, apart from just watching their content and maybe donating a little money from time to time, I don't have a lot of ways to show appreciation. You know, I don't know exactly what else I can do other than you know, follow their channels and like their videos when I like them, and you know, watch the commercials. I've been trying to watch with and that's another thing. There's a question about monetization, which I don't know anything about actually. So it's kind of like, well, here I am doing this. I don't know the first thing about it. I actually looked up my old YouTube account to see if I had an AdSense account thing attached to it, because at some point I got some kind of notice saying you can have that, but I guess it's because I had one video up. I had one video up for 11 years, and it's you know, maybe I'll show it to you on stream sometime. You know, that would be kind of a novel thing to do. It's got nothing to do with WoW. It's got nothing to do with what I'm doing at the moment. It's just a music video. It's a project I did after I think I was no longer in music school anymore, but I wrote a little Bach-style fugue, and then some other guy that is a very interesting guy named, I can't remember his name right now. I don't know why it escapes me. Anyway, he has this program he wrote called the Music Animation Machine, and he made a video out of one of my fugues, so I put it up on my YouTube, because, you know, why not? And at the time, YouTube was not owned by Google. That's how long. It's been up there at least 11 years. And I had no idea what I was doing. I put it up there. I don't even think I put any tags in the video. And even so, it's gotten about 26,000 views just by virtue of it, just having been up there for all this time. You know, it's Got nothing to do with the videos that I have now. I don't know what kind of views my videos are getting. Oh, it's probably not much though. But you know, I keep looking at my stream and saying, you know, well, right now nobody's watching, but I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't say that anymore because, you know, somebody might be watching at some point, and you know, they'd be watching the rerun or whatever, and you know, something will happen. Well, okay. So I'm dropping frames like mad because I followed the advice of the auto streamer thing. So I'm not going to delete this video. I've been going for 11 minutes, but I am going to stop the stream and change my settings and then start again. I'll say goodbye, but it's just going to be gone for just a little bit. So.